Hey everybody, AceFangirl here with the debriefing for To the Moon, and I know there are a bunch of you that have been waiting for this, and so have I. I've been really wanting to talk about this game, and so have a lot of you apparently, given by the comments section, which makes me really happy. So I thought of a little schedule, not really anything too coherent, because I kind of just want to, talk with you guys, address some of the points that you raised in the comments and things like that. So I guess we should start with how the story of how I got this game, which I think I've told a couple times, but just in case you don't know, To the Moon was the game that inspired me to get Steam 2-3 years ago, and through a rather odd way, a friend of mine in high school and I used to talk about this game. She was the one that recommended it to me based on Everything's Alright, the song. We were originally planning to cover it together, but that never ended up happening. We kind of not really lost touch because we still talk to each other after high school, but we don't talk to each other as much as we used to, and we ended up covering a couple other things, but not that song in particular. But she got me interested in the game, and I ended up getting it, but just never playing it for some reason. I really honestly can't tell you why I never played it, but I didn't, and now here we are. I played it blind through a lot of people telling me that, hey, this is sitting in our Steam library, why has it not been touched, you need to play it. So I did, and I really liked it a lot. I guess we should talk about my thoughts on the game. I liked it a lot. The story was phenomenal, as everyone promised. I loved the art. The soundtrack, of course, as I've gushed about so many times, is amazing. And it just is, I think, one of maybe the best games that talks about, sensitive topics like mental illness and things like that in one of the best ways that I think I've ever seen. That I liked it a lot. I enjoyed playing it for you guys, especially seeing all your reactions and stuff in the comments, and it was a trip, man. I didn't expect, especially the plot twist at the end with River coming back. That made me really happy because it kind of saved me the trouble of having to decide how I felt about Eva going back and changing Johnny's memories like that. Because I kept telling you guys that I was going to have to think about it, I was going to have to decide how I felt about it and tell you in this debriefing. It's kind of null and void. And I realized that it's also null and void for another reason, which I think some of you have briefly touched upon in the comments. The thing that I think is not as clear in the game, and maybe it's just me being really dumb, but the thing that wasn't as clear to me is what exactly they're editing in his memory. Like, is it his actual memories? Because these were some pretty substantial changes that they made in the final version where they actually got him to go to the moon. And is that his actual memories? I'm sorry, my ear is super red and I'm really self-conscious about it. Is that his actual memories? Is that just a version of his memories that, they're using to say, hey, we succeeded? And we never really know, because right after we finish, Johnny passes. So we don't really even get to see, what his reaction to that really is. And I think that's the part of the story that kind of was a miss for me, because as much as I feel like they did a great job at handling it, I didn't understand all of it. And that's probably maybe just a failure on my part, not the game necessarily, but to me, that's a little unclear. And is it that way with all of their patients? Do all of their patients immediately die after they get their wishes fulfilled? That's a little morbid. But, at least I guess they die happy. Johnny definitely died happy. He got to be reunited with River, just in a really convoluted way that ended up with them actually going to the moon. Did they fulfill their contract? Debatable, but I guess yes, because when he says go to the moon, he didn't mean actually go to the moon, he meant be reunited with River, and in a very strange, very awkward way, that happened. So I think they did. I guess, fulfill their contract in a really weird way. Anyways, shift positions here a little bit. It's awkward recording at home, which is why I had so many interruptions during this LP. So River was, as you guys probably could tell, my favorite character. I loved her. I think she was portrayed very well for someone with Asperger's, and yes, I am ashamed that as a psych major it took me that long to figure it out. Actually, before I left, I forget what number it was, but Atwood was what gave it away for me. I had to actually delve back into my notes from personality psych 2 semesters ago, and found I knew the name sounded familiar, and I found it because Atwood is a real person that has done a lot of research in Asperger's, which is basically, in case you guys don't know, I'm gonna move a little bit. I'm sorry, I keep moving so much. Asperger's is on the autism spectrum, which is what it's called now, and it's basically a higher level functioning of autism that mainly affects social areas, like connecting with people, interacting socially in situations. It affects those areas. So people with Asperger's have a harder time interacting with others, making friends, making connections, just knowing what to do in social situations, which is kind of what, River and Isabella were hinting at. They have to put on a show, they have to act like they know how to interact in social situations to get by. Or, well, I guess just Isabel. River didn't really do that. River kind of did what she wanted, which, I mean, more power to you. But I think that was a really interesting aspect, and I think it was handled really well. That's something that I really praise the story for. They talked about it so delicately, but on such a real level, that I think everyone was able to understand and kind of and maybe connect with Johnny's struggle a little bit, saying it's hard. Speaking of Johnny, I was thinking about it a few days ago, and I think it's really interesting, given that we know everything about him now, that basically his brother died in childhood, and he was basically raised with the personality traits of his brother too, because of his mom kind of going crazy after that. I think it's really interesting to think back on that conversation between Nicholas and Johnny about being unique in a sea of people and all of that, in the context of what we know was going on in his life at the time. Because, I mean, maybe all he really wanted was to be his own person, and because his mom was always pushing Joey on him, and maybe that's why he admired River, because she was not afraid, because she was not afraid to be her own person, and maybe that's something he was, oh, there's my boba. I can't record at home, there's nowhere to put my laptop. She wasn't afraid to be her own person, and to Johnny that was kind of awesome. So when you think about it like that, I guess that whole dialogue isn't as bad, but I still think it's kind of weird, and I don't think that's something I could quite forgive Johnny for. I feel like if you're gonna approach a person like that, it should be because you like their personality and you are attracted to them on that level, not just because you think they're unique and weird and you want to be with them because you also want to be unique and possibly weird. I don't know what Johnny was really after in that whole thing. So let's see what is up on my schedule. Soundtrack and art, already talked about it. Love the art style to pieces. It's beautiful. The soundtrack, of course, is gorgeous, and I owe it to getting me into this game in the first place. So, it's great. Let's see, I did want to share my theory. Well, first of all, someone asked in the comments if I will be playing A Bird Story, which is the sequel to this game, or like the mini sequel, I guess, rather. It's, the real sequel is called Finding Paradise, and that should be coming out, soon, maybe. I didn't check the wiki to see if it had a release date. End of 2016 or beginning of 2017. That's what it says for release dates, so that's kind of cool. As for Bird Story, I'm usually really secretive about my plans, but I will tell you that yes, I will come back and play Bird Story because I do own it, and I would like to play it for you guys. I have admittedly, I don't want to show you my entire room. I have admittedly played a little bit of Bird Story, Not a whole lot, just because I wanted to check it out, and I didn't really realize that it was an actual sequel to the Moon, or I probably wouldn't have done it. But so I will be coming back to that. It just won't be right away because
surprise location changes, surprise. My own room doesn't belong to me anymore. 3 more weeks, then I'm gone. Anyways, so what was I saying? I don't even remember. But anyways, so I talked a little bit in the comments with some of you guys about a theory that I had, and I'm not really sure if this is totally off base. It probably is, but it was kind of furthered. I kind of came up, I don't remember when I came up with this theory. I don't think it was until the bonus episodes, but during the bonus episode, I got really, whoa, Mike, help! I got really curious as to why Neil was messing around with that machine, and the whole, like, double Eva thing never really got answered. Like, that was so strange, that was left that way, I don't really know. So, my theory, and then there was that, of course, the whole thing at the end, where I had to pause it during editing to check, because I was kind of freaking out too much while recording to really see what it was. But to look and see what was interspersed there in those images, but it's actually Eva sitting in a room wearing the helmet with the screen, and you can't see anyone else there. It's just like kind of dark, and it's kind of sketchy, to be honest. But what I'm thinking, I'm just spitballing here, is, and you guys are probably gonna hate me, but what I think is, one of them, I'm thinking Neil, maybe, is actually dying, and we were using that to relive, or, like, that was what he wanted. He wanted to have, like, a party, maybe, where everyone loved him, and because he had that thing, and he was recording it, and I don't know, it's not a very, like, cohesive theory. I don't know anything else about it, so I'm not really planning it out that much. I guess we'll find out maybe in Finding Paradise, and we'll find out how totally wrong I am, because I already know that the patient in Finding Paradise is not in fact Neil, but it's the little boy from To the Bird Story. What? A Bird Story? So I mean, yeah, I'm totally wrong. I already know, but that's fine, because it's just a theory and it's not substantiated at all. Don't say anything in the comments, but I mean, if you want to talk about it, you want to talk about my stupid theory, you can. Yeah, it's dumb. That's fine. Whatever. I did want to look at your comments, because you did, a lot of you, I think this was on the finale, some of you guys got not into I don't want to call it a little war, but you were kind of going at it, and I was super interested in following it. I'm reading it right now, which is probably why I look weird. But I had some stuff to say. I agree with some of your stuff, most of you guys. So I'm looking at the comment string that SpecLad started. See, he kind of has the same point that I did. We never get a clear explanation of what the doctors can and can't do. Like, that I agree with that. I feel like someone told me there was an optional conversation with Lily that I might have missed, and so that might have something to do with it, but I'm really not sure. Maybe I just messed up. Maybe I skipped something. That's fine. I think what they said, he asks, like, if Eva was able to remove River from John's memories, why couldn't she just put her back? I think it's because they couldn't alter anything past that point or something. She says, when she's talking about River, she says she couldn't do anything with River specifically. Okay. Anyways, as I was saying, I think what they were saying is that Eva couldn't do anything specifically to put River back after she moved her. River kind of had to do that all on her own. I think maybe that could have been made clearer. There was just like a one throwaway line of dialogue about it, but I think that's what they meant. Let's see, what else should I address? I do think the point they raised about him still living in the house where they lived with Joey was interesting. That was Ramon R. raised that point about if they were still living in the house where everyone lived before the accident, how did his mom convince everyone not to tell Johnny about Joey, because that was what the beta blockers were for? That is a little weird, but I mean, you gotta kind of look past some details like that. Yeah. I do agree with, I'm so sorry if I say your name wrong, but Kapunkt, it's a cool name, dude, about the last memory thing. They did explain that at the beginning of the game, as far as I can remember, when I think Johnny was asking about it or something, like how it worked. And, yeah, they say they can't, influence how his life is written. They have to do that. They can't just jump him to the moon. Like, that would just be too much of a shift, and it would be bad, I guess. Blah blah blah. Let's see. Oh, my cat wants to get out of this room. Yeah, you guys had some really interesting conversations, and I really, really liked that I was able to kind of spark this, I guess. It's kind of cool. I guess what Kapunkt says is right. There's like a new set of memories that's being written, and that's when he went to the moon. But does that new set of memories replace his old set? That's the part I'm confused about. And I suppose in the long run it doesn't matter, because in the end he eventually passes on, and we don't even really get to see him wake up from the coma. So I don't know how that exactly works. And that's the part I'm curious about. I guess there's a conversation with Lily that I missed, possibly, and that might explain it a little bit better. But, I don't know. I really can't explain that part. But thank you guys so much for leaving so many awesome comments for me to read. Like, that was really cool of you. And I am super happy that I was able to, like, kind of spark that with my videos. That made me really happy. I do read all of your comments. If you see a like on a comment, it's usually from me. If I don't like your comment, I still read it, and I still probably enjoyed it. So, you guys are all awesome. And, thanks for telling me so many things I didn't know and having a discussion, because I think it's the point of this game, to spark discussion. And, you know, I think that's awesome. So, you guys kind of rock. Let's see, what else do I need to talk about before I say bye-bye? I guess we can talk about my schedule. I was really afraid that this video was going to be delayed, but providing editing goes well, it should be up at the correct time. Fingers crossed, everyone pray. If you're seeing this on Saturday morning, then congratulations, I won. But if you're seeing this on Saturday morning, Saturday the, oh god, dates are hard, the 30th, you should know that tonight, Saturday the 30th, I will be on a live stream on Twitch at GameCola, which is the website I work for. In case you guys don't know, we're going to be having our multi-purpose podcast about where we missed our Christmas extravaganza, so we're going to have a Christmas games podcast, as well as the GameCola Awards, which just came out, which I wrote several parts of that article, and I will be on. We're going to be playing some of the award winners tonight, beginning at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 Eastern. So if you're around, come join the chat room. I'll be there. You can talk to me. We can talk about To the Moon and cry together. It'll be fun. Don't spoil anything, though. That would suck. But totally come hang out with us. It'll be super fun, super chill, just me and a couple cool guys. So we'll be playing some award winners, which if you haven't seen, I actually don't know what we're playing, but some award winners included Rocket League, Life is Strange. I don't know what else. I mean, the awards that I wrote about Ace Attorney, of course, because that won Best Game of 10 years ago, because largely probably me. I wrote about Xenoblade, and I wrote about Majora's Mask 3D, which I'm pretty sure we're not going to be playing any of those games, but we'll be playing a lot of great games. Maybe, well, we might play some Undertale tonight, too. If you want to stop by, that'd be super fun, and I'd love to see you. And then we will begin again, not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday, which is the I said I was gonna have this open before, which is the 10th of August. We will begin again on Wednesday with We're Going Back to Dandelion, friends, and we are gonna be doing, we're gonna do Jiwoo, the Spogged Rabbit. He apparently is someone that I'm really going to like, so, hopefully it's going to be a good time for everyone. We're going to be starting from the beginning of the game because we're going to be doing different things, and interacting with a different animal, but, don't worry if we've seen a scene before, I'll skip through it. It's probably going to go a little bit faster, at least until we get into his main story. So that will be twice a week, and we're going to go through that entire pathway. I'll probably do the same thing that I started doing near the end of Gion's route and do a month per video. So we're going to have 30 to 45 minute videos. I hope that's okay with you guys. I hope you like that. It should be a good time. I'm very excited to go back to that. The only thing I have left are my thank yous for this project and my contact stuff. So my thank yous definitely go out to my friend Aiden, who first introduced me to this game, and will actually be making me a track to cover Everything's Alright, which I promised to do, but I have to wait for Aiden to make the track. So I'm not sure. I don't want to rush them, so I'm just gonna wait, but that will happen eventually. But it's going to be an amazing track, and hopefully maybe both of us are going to cover it. I'm not sure, separately, together, what, I don't know, but it's cool. I haven't talked to them since high school, and I just randomly Facebook messaged them the other day and was like, hey, would you be interested in making me a track? And they were like, yeah, sure, why not? And I was like, awesome, great conversation. And now we kind of got back in touch a little bit, and it's been pretty sweet. Thank you to all of my friends who cried with me through this project and dealt with me ranting about it. Noelle, I think Anna I talked to a little bit, and thank you all, and also thank you, actually I forgot a big one, to one of my hugest inspirations, Adriana Figueroa, Adrisaurus on YouTube. She does beautiful singing, and she was one of the ones who really pushed me to do this game because she's played it, and she was really sweet and told me to go for it. So I was really excited to do this game because she told me to go for it. And so thank you to her for encouraging me, and thank you to all of you guys, whether you liked a video, watched a video, left a comment on a video, just accidentally clicked on a video and thought, hey, this is kind of cool, maybe I'll watch it. Thank you so much. Like, you guys don't even know, you make my day, and I'm really happy that I can maybe make some of you guys smile, also cry, occasionally, probably, I don't know. I hope I don't make you cry, but only I can cry on this channel. We'll see. But thank you guys so much for all of your support. It means literally the world to me, and I'm so grateful for all of you guys every day. My little, my Ace fan club, as I've gotten to call you guys in my head. Welcome to the Ace fan club. I love you. And I think that's it. I'm gonna stop rambling about that now, but just thank you so much. You guys rock. Contact info, where you can find me, obviously, here, my YouTube channel. Welcome. Hi, I'm AceFangirl. Nice to meet you. God, I'm such a dork today. So you should subscribe to me. I do videos every Wednesday and Saturday for the time being. We'll see if I can get it up. And also occasionally vlogs and fun things, and I also have a playlist of things that I'm in on other channels. I have a Twitter, very active, at AceFangirl. No caps, just AceFangirl, one word. And I usually talk about when videos are coming out, college stuff, random things that happen to me in my daily life. It's pretty fun. It's a good time. I have a very lazily managed Facebook page that I pretty much neglected for this entire project that I will get better about. I promise I will get better about my Facebook page. It's AceFangirl. That's where you should go if you just want videos. You don't want any of the random life crap. You don't want that. Just go like my Facebook page. And then, what am I forgetting? My Tumblr is Turnabout Diana, where I post about all of my anime obsessions and occasionally video games and fun stuff like that. That's everything. If I'm missing something, put an annotation right here. Here. Right there. There will be an annotation right there if I'm missing something. Because I'm crazy. But there is something that I am missing. Some of you told me that I need to go replay episode 2 of the bonus minisodes, whatever, and that I should read the diary again. Admittedly, when I was recording, I thought about it, but I was way too afraid to open episode 2 again after the audio last time. I still want to apologize for that. I feel really bad. And don't worry, for Dandelion, I'm going to be trying a kind of weird way of recording my audio that hopefully is going to make sure that nothing like that happens again, and also that I'm going to be able to balance it a little bit better, because I don't know why, but this game was hard to balance, not like Dandelion. Dandelion was fine. I made Dandelion work, but this game was weird. Like, I don't know what was wrong, but I promise that I'm getting better. I'm still teaching myself all of this stuff, so just bear with me for the time being, and I promise I'll get better. So, without further ado, I'm going to cut back to when I reach that point. You won't be able to see it. I think you'll just be able to see my face. It's probably easier that way. And I'll just read it out for you guys and maybe react, and we'll see what happens. So, I will be right back. Okay, while I'm playing this, I totally did not give my theory enough credit. It's just, there's so much in support of it. There's the painkillers, the mysterious calls to his parents. Like, come on, something is obviously going on with Neil. And I don't know what it is, but there's something going on, and I just need to know. I just need to know. I don't know what it is. Okay, I'm skipping through dialogue. I'll be back when I get to play as Neil. Oh, I forgot to go get the briefcase. Well, also, something else I was going to say while I'm skipping through things here. I did a little research on this game while I was looking up stuff on Finding Paradise, and I saw that it was given best story of like 2011 or whatever year that was. It was against Xenoblade Chronicles, and it won? Like, no offense, I love this game, and I love its story, and I love how it handles everything, but Xenoblade, maybe I'm just biased because I'm a Xenoblade fan, but Xenoblade has an excellent story. Leave your thoughts on that in the comments. Which one had a better story, this game or Xenoblade? I don't want to start a war here, but I'm just saying. Xenoblade is very near and dear to my heart, and that's kind of crazy to me. Okay, right now I'm watching Neil do his thing. Okay, see, there was a flash of Eva in her pajamas. That is obviously saying that this is her in a different time. I'm so confused. I don't understand what's going on. I really need to know. Okay, hold on. I'm about to the Neil part. I'm not going to stop it again. This is already choppy enough as it is. I just keep finding things I need to say to you guys. I don't understand. I need to know. Alright, can we move yet? Nope. Neil's still doing his thing. See, and he's like messing around with the helmet. Like, there's got to be something sketchy going on here, right? Like, I don't know, but... something has got to be going on. This is probably really boring for you guys, and maybe I'll cut it out. But seriously, I want to know what you guys think is the meaning of all this, because the double Eva thing is really not explained, and clearly there's another Neil too, because Neil shut down the power at this part that I'm currently watching that you can't see. So we found that out as Eva when we checked out the thing again. So, seriously, there's gotta be duplicates of both. Why can I not get through here? Oh, I'm stuck in the room. Oh, I just had to go behind it. I'm an idiot. Anyways, there has to be duplicates of them running around, and why would there be duplicates of them running around? Unless they've had to reboot the memory, and maybe that has something to do with there being doubles. I'm really not sure how that process worked. We never really had to mess with that too much. So maybe that has something to do with it? Anyways, here we are. I will give you a play-by-play of what I'm doing. I just walked into Eva's office. I am clicking on the diary now. Man, she keeps just leaving it out here. Dear Diary, I can't believe how busy this season's been. They say that you get used to it, patient by patient, but it never stops taking a toll. It's gonna be nice when the days get warmer soon. I haven't been eating enough vegetables lately. I miss my garden. I guess I'll have to endure a few more of these hectic months. Oh well, at least it takes my mind off this nagging feeling that someone's been following me. Eva R. What? That's it? Really, Neil? No snippy remark? Is that it? That's all? Wait, really? Oh, that's sketchy as heck. I don't like that at all. Anyways, so someone's been following her. Maybe that'll be followed up in the next game? I'll have to find out. I can't wait. I promise I will do that one flying for you too. I swear I won't play it until I play it with you guys. And it'll probably be pretty close to release. It'll be like I did Holiday Star, because this is a series that I'm now invested in. So I'll wait for you guys, and I will play it with you. But until then, I'm going to be dating some more animals. I hope you're ready for that, because I am. I know a couple people have asked, where's Dandelion? A couple more people have asked, where's Walking Dead? I promise. That's coming back pretty soon. Not super soon, but trust me, it's on my radar, and I do have plans for it. So, but that's all I'm going to say about that for the time being. Secrets. That's all I have to say for right now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this debriefing. Let me know if you have anything else you want me to talk about in the comments, and I'll do my best to reply to you in a text form, which is probably better than me talking, because God knows I can't talk about anything to save my life. And it's been a pleasure playing this game for you guys. I'm really glad that it sparked a lot of conversation, and I really hope that you enjoyed it, and that you enjoyed this journey. It's not over yet. We still have a song to sing, but I don't know when that's going to be. Until then, I'll see you guys on the 10th, I believe I said. When I return back to Seoul, and back to our 5 faithful animals. I'll see you then. Bye!